In the frozen forests of the Roman frontier, beneath the dark skies of Germania, an empire stands at the edge of destiny. For nearly 1,000 years, Rome had ruled the known world. Its legions marched across continents. Its laws shaped civilizations. Its emperors were worshipped as gods. But even the greatest empires are not destroyed in a single day. They rot slowly from within. This is the story of how Rome began to fall. In the twilight of his reign, Emperor Marcus Aurelius, philosopher, warrior, and the last of the 5 good emperors, looks upon his empire with heavy eyes. Played with quiet wisdom by Alec Guinness, Marcus Aurelius is not a tyrant. He is not a conqueror hungry for glory. He is a man burdened by responsibility. For years, he has fought brutal wars along the northern frontier against the Germanic tribes. Victory is close, peace is within reach. But the emperor knows that Rome's greatest enemy is not beyond its borders, it is within. Corruption poisons the Senate. Wealth has replaced virtue. Loyalty has been traded for ambition. The Roman dream, built on discipline, honor, and sacrifice, is fading. Marcus Aurelius faces a painful truth. His own son, Commodus, is unfit to rule. Commodus, portrayed with chilling intensity by Christopher Plummer, is proud, insecure, and dangerously hungry for power. He craves recognition. He burns with jealousy. And above all, he believes the throne is his birthright. But Marcus Aurelius sees something different in another man, General Livius. Livius, Rome's greatest military commander and Commodus's childhood friend, is loyal, brave, and respected by the legions. He represents the Rome that once was, strong, honorable, and disciplined. In secret, the emperor makes a decision that will change history. He offers the throne to Livius, not as a reward, not as a betrayal, but as a final attempt to save Rome. Marcus Aurelius dreams of a different empire, one where conquered peoples become citizens, where justice replaces fear, where unity replaces tyranny. He believes Livius can make this vision real, but destiny has other plans. Before his decision can be announced, the emperor dies. Was it illness or something darker? The film leaves the answer hauntingly silent. With Marcus Aurelius gone, the fragile hope of reform dies with him. Commodus seizes the throne and Rome begins to tremble. Returning to the capital in triumph, Commodus stages a spectacle of power. The people cheer, the Senate bows, the legions stand in formation. But behind the golden armor and public celebration lies insecurity and rage. Commodus rules not with wisdom, but with ego. He dismisses the Senate's authority. He demands worship. He surrounds himself with corrupt advisors. His reign becomes a performance, a theater of dominance designed to hide his fear of weakness. Meanwhile, Livius is trapped. He had the chance to lead Rome toward renewal. Instead, he remains loyal to the throne, even under a ruler he does not respect. His sense of duty binds him. His love for Rome blinds him. And then there is Lucilla. Sophia Loren brings strength and emotional depth to the role of the emperor's daughter. Lucilla is not merely a princess caught in palace politics. She is intelligent, observant, torn between love and loyalty. Once she loved Livius, but politics forced her into a different marriage, an alliance meant to strengthen Rome's unity. Now widowed, she finds herself once again close to Livius, yet divided by the dangerous shadow of her brother. As Commodus grows more unstable, Rome begins to fracture. The Germanic tribes, once near peace, rise again. The eastern provinces grow restless. The Senate whispers in secret chambers. Assassinations are plotted. Loyalty becomes currency. And in one of the film's most powerful symbolic moments, Rome literally auctions off the empire. In a shocking act of political decay, the throne itself becomes something that can be bought. Power is no longer sacred, it is merchandise. This moment captures the heart of the film's message. Rome is not falling because of invasion. Rome is falling because it has forgotten what made it strong. Commodus, desperate to prove himself, turns to spectacle. He organizes grand games, military parades, and brutal displays of strength. He believes fear will secure his rule. But fear never builds loyalty. It only builds resistance. As conspiracies tighten around him, Commodus grows more paranoid. He suspects betrayal everywhere, even from Livius. And perhaps he is right, for Livius finally sees the truth. Loyalty to a corrupt ruler is betrayal of Rome itself. The final confrontation between Livius and Commodus is not just physical, it is ideological. Commodus fights for power, Livius fights for principle. Their duel symbolizes the struggle between tyranny and honor, ego and duty, decay and hope. Steel clashes, crowds roar. The empire watches, and when Commodus falls, one might expect salvation. But the film delivers a bitter truth. Even after the tyrant is gone, Rome does not heal. The corruption remains, the greed remains. The system itself is broken. The empire that once united the world through discipline and vision now stands hollow, grand in appearance, fragile in foundation. The final scenes leave us not with triumph, but with reflection. The fall of Rome was not a single battle. It was not a single emperor. It was a slow erosion of values, the loss of civic virtue, the triumph of ambition over responsibility. Anthony Mann's 1964 epic does more than tell a historical story. It presents a warning, timeless and universal. No empire collapses from the outside first. It collapses when its people forget who they are. With breathtaking sets, the massive Roman Forum built entirely from scratch, thousands of extras, sweeping battle scenes, and powerful performances, the fall of the Roman Empire stands as one of the greatest historical epics ever made. And though it was not a major box office success upon release, its influence can be seen decades later in films like Gladiator. Because the story of Rome is the story of every civilization: strength, glory, ambition, corruption, collapse, and the eternal question, can power ever exist without destroying itself? As the snow falls over the battlefield and the empire fades into uncertainty, we are left with a haunting realization. Rome did not fall in a day. It began with a choice, and that choice changed history forever.